All right. There you go. 1 second. So, how you going, everyone? Is it normal to still be nervous when you when you do a live stream? I always get nervous, man. Every time. I have pretty chronic anxiety, so you know. It is what it is. Today on the show, we're going to talk about some Mortal Kombat. So, I'm reading the comments, and looks like there's a lot of people who pre-ordered, which is cool. I haven't pre-ordered yet, and there's one reason. It's just I saved up for myself and my son's PC upgrade. It's cost a lot, and I'm the type of person when I upgrade, I want it to last a long time, right? So Yeah. So we got like high end, like we got like the almost the tippy top, I think, of the i9s. Because I got like other channels that I do content for, and I didn't want to be restricted. And when I upgrade, I try and upgrade for lasting a really long time. But I never owned an i9 before. The i9 is like, it's like God. For those that are wondering about PC specs, it's the sort of CPU that like everything you throw at it, it just shrugs it and it's just like, what? It's like the Hulk. It's amazing. So anyway, so I've been I saved up for that, you know, and that's the reason why I haven't pre-ordered yet. It's the only reason why. But I will be pre-ordering. I've still got a month. Still got a month, right? So that's pretty cool. And I don't know how long the stream will be today. Might be little, might be long, depending, because I've got to go out at some point. But I just want to know where everyone was at when it came to, you know, like if you guys have like pre-ordered or anything like that. So, you know, I thought it'd be pretty groovy. Got some Deception playing on the PS2 EMU, right? In case you're wondering why it looks a lot better than what you probably remember, it's because it's running through an emulator. It's using the graphics card to increase anti-aliasing on 3D objects. So this is what I say when people say, you know, like when I say to people, like, it would be so easy for them to just remaster the four games, actually. Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, and Shaolin Monks. Just increase the anti-aliasing. The bloody emulator can do it, man. Stick it on a disc with online play. Instant win. So, I just thought, because this is a Reddit. You know, we all know what Reddit's like, but it's a Mortal Kombat leaks Reddit. And some of the stuff I find here. So, you know, I don't imagine stuff. I do read things and I go, oh, that might be interesting. So I thought maybe we could go through some of this together. So, but, shout out to my best mate, Cole. I've known him since grade 2. And he recently got home internet for the first time in over 8 years. Over 8 years. Right? So, and then we're at his house a couple of days ago. I'm like, man, the new Mortal Kombat game coming out, and we're talking about Baraka because Baraka was always his favorite. So I showed him Baraka in the Umgadi trailer, and he's like, wow, a lot's changed since face masks. How you going, Fernie? Yeah, I don't have Windows 11. As a personal golden rule, I never upgrade to a new operating system well down the track where it feels like I absolutely have to. Like when games are coming out and going, no, it will not run on Windows 10 or Windows 7 or whatever. It took forever to get me off Windows 7. Forever. But by the time I did, right, and years have passed, I had no issues because when I upgraded to Windows 10, all the kinks have been ironed out, you know. And, oh, there's Hotaru. Yeah, all the kinks got ironed out. And it ran great. I had very little, if any, problems, really. So I find it's best to wait. It almost feels like Windows 11 got rushed. You always get that feeling with Windows, Microsoft, right? They're like, oh, you know, they get on a good thing and then they like mess it up. Look how good look how good Ermac looks, man. Right? And then we're getting that emaciated crack whore in MK1. Honest to goodness, man. So, Windows 10 support ends next year. Well, that's fine. That's a whole year away. So, you know. See, I've got 4 computers myself, right? For myself. It's not because I'm rich. Right? I'm not rich at all. Right? But I repurpose stuff. So, whenever I've upgraded, it'll either go, like my son, he got my last upgrade. So when I went to the i7 9700K, he got my 4790K. And then when I upgraded to the i9, my son and I got the same. And my daughter, she doesn't play as many games. She's mostly like plays like The Sims and Roblox and stuff. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, so I gave her like my entire. She's about to get everything in my entire rig. Like, so she got my entire rig except for the graphics card. And then we're soon to be upgrading the graphics card. So, and then that'll be it for like years and years and years. Like a long time. So, but yeah, I repurpose. So then I have like a computer for the TV. Because you guys can't see, but like, I'm actually in the lounge room. Right? Behind here, I've got a giant TV. Right? And I'm of the opinion, this is my opinion, right? That the best couch for watching stuff on a television is a bed. So I've got a massive bed behind there too. You know, lay down, big ass screen, watching, playing games, right? I'm allowed, I'm old. Anyway. So yeah, so I just repurpose everything. So then, you know, all my computer gear either goes to other people or people in the family. So, which would be pretty cool. You know, well, it is cool. So, but anyway, let's have a look. Because, all right, so a lot of people in here seem to have pre-ordered well. Who in the chat has pre-ordered on, like, okay, so everyone in the chat, just type what, like, platform you pre-ordered it on. So either PC, PS5, or Xbox. I'm curious, right? Because there's been a lot of PS5 coverage. A lot of PS5 coverage with the betas and you know, footage and everything from stuff, you know. And that's, I don't know why actually, because technically speaking, the Xbox is more powerful. Isn't it? The Series X, more powerful. So, let me go. Okay. PC for mods. That's my boy Shadow. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. There you go, and bot the legend. So I'll be like pre-ordering Steam version. I don't care about the statue. I don't give a shit. It's just a statue, man. Right. If I'm gonna look at greatness, I'll look at my pants. I'm just kidding. The smallness. Right. I was about to make a joke, but then I thought, nah, I can't, because, you know, people get funny. So. Well, see, Bill Gates isn't part of Microsoft anymore, man. So, he has no say. Probably a good thing, actually. Because, you know, we all know about Bill Gates. Yeah, all the cameos will be playable mods more. Yeah, I reckon, man. I reckon 100%. I reckon that there's a few modders out there just doing this, you know, waiting for that game to drop on PC, so they can make all these characters playable. So Ed Boon always talks so good. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I wonder about Ed Boon. I wonder if his heart's still in it. You know what I mean? Like, he used to get, like, really excited. You know? And sometimes that happens with people. You know, people just, they outgrow stuff. Even stuff that they create. You look at the creator of Twisted Metal and God of War, David Jaffe, and then, what's his name? Cliff Bleszinski, or whatever his name is, who created Gears of War, right? These guys are like infested with soy now. It's what happened? God, Puzzle Kombat was such a good game. You're gonna get Shang Tsung for $1.50. Everyone, Ed Boon's just tired of everyone's crap nowadays. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, when you have, like, this is what I was saying, like, in one of my videos about shills and stands. Everyone's either doing this, you know, or harassment. You know. Like, these people, like, it doesn't, I don't think they got their prescription redone for their meds for these stand accounts, man. They're just whack. You know. Well, whack, bro. So, just while we're having a chatty. So this was done, there's a user or something like what was that? 50R Ruse, whatever the hell, right? Who there's a chat over there. Everyone can see it. There we go. Right. Who's been very good actually with leaks and talking about stuff, right? You like to see a playable female character of the Tarkatan? Yeah, I'd be down for that. What's wrong with a bald bitch? Huh? With shade, fresh, clean shaved edge, yeah, I know. I shaved it this morning. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's the sun. Who says I don't bring light to my streams? Pre-ordering for a character who's already coded in the game is stupid. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. When Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out, do you guys remember? When Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out, there was a massive kerfuffle. Because what happened is that they found out that all the DLC that they were bringing out was already on the disc. Right? So you literally bought a game, took it home, and then had to pay to unlock the content that was already on the disc. You know? I've seen hotter bald women than in game tenure. Yeah. Oh, look, there's some women out there that can rock the dome. Except you can't, like, you can't tug on the hair. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can hold like a basketball. Dung, 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 dung. I don't mind Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I got nude mods. You know. Look at this badass skin for Sub-Zero. Holy crap, man. I forgot about that. Look at the skin. Look at him. Fernie Mac says if Chronica, aka Chronic Itch, comes back in this game, I'm going to become John Wick and punch all of it. Yeah, somebody had a twink fetish. That's why Chronica was put in the game. Seriously. We need a twink. We need a Twinkie. Anyway, so somebody goes, could you give us a hint of who the boss is if he or she is more powerful in Chronica? Then we could try theorizing better who it is. He goes, I'm not versed enough on lore to answer that. Even though I played all the games, it's not my personal focus. All I can say is that none of the story leaks I've seen have correctly described the main villain, but it's not someone new. So, I still think Liu Kang, I'm not saying he's going to be the big bad forever. And I got a video I'm going to do. Anyway. Because there's a line that Cetrion says to Liu Kang about how Liu Kang has... Now, I didn't know this existed. So me talking about Liu Kang this whole time, about being the big bad and being connected to the Dragon King, I didn't know this was actually said by Cetrion to Liu Kang. Right? She says something like, oh, you know, you wield Anaga's fire or something. And then he goes like, oh, I'm not related also. Oh, I don't know, something like that. And then she's like, oh, you know, humans are so self-assured, right? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, right? He's going to be either the Dragon King or he will become the Dragon King. Or he is the Dragon King, he will become it. Meaning that through some sort of like metamorphosis process, right? And then kind of like, when I say the first one, like he is the Dragon King, it could be kind of like, you know, actually, I don't know. They're kind of the same. Well, I'm thinking differently. Like, you know, when Anakin turned into Darth Vader, you know, there was this process where he started to become really evil. You know, once he accepted, the dark side of the Force, his eyes started to change and all that sort of shit. So, you know, I'm wondering if he'll go down that path. He'll be related. You know, he has to be. He can transform into a dragon. He's got fire. You know, he is the embodiment and the perfect, like, that'd be great. Right? And then he, like, you know, maybe he gives in a bit, and that's why we fight him if we fight him. And then, you know, he realizes he can't do it anymore, and he gives up his godly powers, because when he... Okay, how about this for a storyline? Liu Kang gives up his godly powers to become just a normal combatant, because he cannot, right? He cannot be a god at the same time. Right? Yeah? That could work. I reckon. So, and that'd be a really interesting story. I'd like to see that. Right? I don't want just a Naga walking out or whatever, unless they did it in a way that, like, he was like locked away in some vault, you know, yeah, and they unlock him, you know. But having Liu Kang directly connected, you can still have Liu Kang the champion and still live a long time, but he just doesn't have god powers. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe he is incapable of having god powers. Look at this Darius skin, man. Look at that. Dude, that's straight out of, shit. Was he in Enter the Dragon? Remember the black dude in Enter the Dragon? Right? He was all cool and shit. That's what Darius reminds me of, man. That'd be awesome. So I reckon that, like, I think Shang Tsung will be kind of like the red herring. Like, everyone will think, oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Right? I'd love to see Shang Tsung become become the anti-hero. You know, like he kind of realizes, oh, you know, I can't be being this, you know, I can't be living this life forever. So I pray for the day guest characters go away and have 40 to 50 actual MK fighters. Yeah, I know. This is why MK's a joke. But that's the problem, right? The only reason they put guest characters in there is not because it's story related or cohesive. It's so it gets normies in there. But what drew people to video games was the video game, not the, oh, you get this guest character. I don't like guest characters in any game. I still remember when Soul Calibur 2 came out, right? You had, what was it, Heihachi for the PlayStation version. You had, it was Soul Calibur 2, wasn't it? Was it Soul Calibur 2 or Soul Calibur 3? One or two. Anyway. And then you had, no, it was Soul Calibur. I'm sure it was Soul Calibur 2. And then you had, Zelda, or Link, sorry, for the GameCube version. Right? And who'd you have for the Xbox version? Was there Xbox version? Yeah, it was Spawn, wasn't it? Wasn't Spawn the guest character in Soul Calibur 2 for Xbox? It was ridiculous, man. Like, I've never liked it. It just breaks the immersion. They never pick good ones anyway, no. Why don't they hire me? I could have made it so easy for them to choose cameos, right? This is the, like, they just, I don't know what their internal monologue going on at NetherRealm is. I'd be walking around there just firing people. No, I wouldn't be firing people. You know what I mean, like. Then there's this one. What if the final fight takes place in the lava shrine and then the final boss cutscene fashion, the dragon egg cracks and possesses Shang Tsung like it did Reptile in the Midway timeline? I guess that would technically count as a Naga, but maybe not since it'd be Shang a Naga composite. So, I don't like that. I never liked it. I never liked that anyway. God damn. I'm just saying, man, like, you know, I might be a Kira fan. Funny how fast that works. Right? Enter the Dragon DLC. Oh, yeah, man. Imagine that. That'd be awesome. And you can cover it, too. I reckon, let's assume for a second. Let's do this, right? How about this for a twist? Isn't it okay? Was a Naga a god? Yes or no? Does anyone know that? Because it can go one or two ways with this theory. A Naga is an entity, like an ethereal spiritual entity, but just like the symbiote with Venom, can only align with its genetic heritage, right? Liu Kang would technically be the only one that would align to essentially, like, so, you know, so he basically, like, it's kind of like the lock and key, right? Liu Kang's the lock, the spiritual entity over Naga is the key. Once in close proximity, bada boom, and then we end up with the Dragon King. Right? That would be awesome. That would be so awesome. Right? Frost is back to a ninja form. Screw the robotic, yeah. Look, they could have made the robotic one fine, except for Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGenerate. They could have done it easy. There's a lot of 3D characters, 3D era characters that can be reimagined perfectly. We've seen it now with Ashra, with Havoc, you know, Li Mei. See, the other thing too that we may not be thinking of here. I'm just, you know, I know they're probably not, right? Goro could be small because he's young. No one's thought that. Goro could be small because he's young. Right? Even Su Hao could be cool if reimagined. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I actually didn't mind Su Hao. He looked a little bit like the village people. But Goro going through midlife babality. Yeah. Hopefully Serena's fully playable at some point. She will be playable. She's my wife. She's my goth wife. And God willing, I will swim over to the US and have words with Netherrealm if that doesn't happen. I always gravitate. Always. I like how Dynasty reckons it's his wife. It's like, man, you wouldn't even know where her underwear is. Just sit down. Just sit down, let daddy take over. Right? Serena wants a daddy. Right? She don't want no boy. Okay? She wants a daddy. Okay? That's as simple as that. She got a thing for bald men. Dynasty, you're out of luck, bro. Equine cheeky gal. I'm right up there, man. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? He's probably like... he's probably watching this going, this is my girlfriend. This is mine. You can have Kira. Right? I'll let you have that. Okay? There's only one person Serena called Daddy and it ain't him. Curtis, I think they might have changed Lee May's face to look better. Do you agree? She looked better in the recent stuff. What would be my finisher on Dynasty? Cut his hair off. He'll cry. I've got nothing against these people personally, right? But they are exactly their age group. They're young and reactionary, you know. So. Kira and Frost are my favorite 3 era fighters, yeah. Keep in mind that every single cameo that shows up is a fully realized character, like their full skeletal structure, rendering, it's all there. How you going, Mad King? Right, it's all there. The groundwork's all there. They're part of throws, they're part of fatal blows, they got bloody fatalities. Right? Crackhead Sindel theory. Ed Boon has talked a lot about reimagining characters and switch things up for MK1. What do you all think about Sindel being evil in this timeline, switching roles with Shao Kahn? So she becomes... Yeah, but that'd be crap. She was evil in MK11. Like, they retconned her within a timeline. You know? Yeah, he was behaving like a bitch, telling people off themselves over ranking MK YouTubers, yeah. That's what I mean, reactionary. Plus, you gotta be careful what you put out in the world, boys and girls. You gotta be careful. Saying stuff, I never, you know, never say stuff like that, you know. Dynasty the shill. Well, you know what's interesting, right? I was reading something about how apparently he got blacklisted because he was leaking leaks. Is that true? Oh, I'm blacklisted. The day my bald head showed up, they're like, get the frick out. You're not part of it. I don't care, man. Listen, if the only people you want around you is going to lick your butthole, then they're not good people. I want to listen. Listen. There are things that are exciting me about MK1 ever since like the reptile stuff. That's really like, you know, got me like halfway to Johnson level, right? I want to have my mind changed. That's the difference. I love MK. I'm passionate about MK. I'm going to call out crap. And then if it proves me wrong, I prefer that. I'd much rather be proven wrong. You know what? This is a lot of fun, man. Right? Not sit there and suck, you know, them Kombat cock, you know. He talked about leaks and NRS targeting him with other, while I was using the same. Yeah, I talk about leaks all the time. I don't give a shit. What are they going to do? You can't come to our office and look at all our stuff. Yeah, don't care. Maybe back in the day when when Midway was still around, I would have been really excited, right, about going there. But those days are gone, man. Right? And I respect like what Boon and Tobias created. Like, don't get me wrong. But I just sort of wonder about like whether the heart's in it. So I hope that this theory is not true, because like I always liked the idea that Sindel was being, you know, brainwashed. I wouldn't mind if there was like a third take. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It could be completely different. It could be that like she sees her daughter becoming a monster, destroying the realm, and she has to make a choice, a bad choice. You know, like both are bad. King Jared is playable. Dude, that'd be so awesome. I said this the other day. Imagine King Jared dressed up like a goddamn crusader. Like just, you know, just walks out sword and shield, you know, like a real king, takes the fight to them. Like back in the day. Can you imagine how cool that'd be? Dude, I'd be all over that. I don't want him coming out and some effing bed sheet, sashaying out. Go, hi, I'm King Jared. Are you ready to fight? I'd be like, man, no wonder the Silnell left your ass for Shao Kahn, right? Jesus. I wonder how a new Midway MK would look like in 2023. Well, I will never know. When's the next MK1 reveal trailer? What's the date today? So Gamescom's when? When's Gamescom? Crusader Jared, yeah, man. Oh yeah, 100. Lapitan, dude, I 100% main that shit. 100%. Right. But you should get a lot of tattoos and potentially AIDS with a crazy pale look, then play. You know, that's taken method acting to a whole new level. What character do you think you'll try out first? Oh, Scorpion. Zach Taylor asks, what character first? Yeah. Scorpion, easily. 100%, man. They fixed his harpoon, right? I'm very curious. Killing the Takatans for the Holy Land. He comes out and he's like, bangs the sword and she's like, Death Lord! you know. God wills it! That'd be awesome. Yeah, man. Yep. I'd be slaying pussy and taking pussy. That's what I'd be doing as King Jared. That's what I'd be doing, man. Straight up. Oh, man. How you going out, Well Dragoon? You like Bo Right, yeah, he's alright. I like to see a lot more story stuff with him, I think. What do you think of this dude, the Wave Report? Positive vibes only. Again, I don't have anything wrong. I don't have anything wrong, like personally with these people, right? But the Wave Report keeps going on about leaks, and he may be true. Like if his videos end up being true, God bless him. That's fine. The problem is though, is that like I've been doing YouTube a long time, like different channels and stuff over the years, right? And the one thing that people hate is like, you may be telling the truth, but people want to see it. They want to see where you're getting this information from, right? So it's better just to go, look, it doesn't, look, you can just say, even if it's someone's theory, it doesn't matter. Like, just put it on the screen and go, you know what, it could be true, right? Not just making stuff up, right? Everyone's got to do their own thing. That's fine. Like, you know, I'm down for that. But, you know, here's the clickbaiter. Well, again, the problem is that, like, you know, clickbaiting works, right? But see, I've been doing this so long, like, I can't clickbait because it's just, you know, like, you don't see the thumbnail and you get in the video and it's completely different. That's what clickbaiting is, right? Or putting some big titties on the thing, you know, to get people in there. Like, if the content of what you do isn't good enough and you need to con people to get into a video, there's a problem, right? It's all about, like, you just got to be, if anyone out there is wanting to do YouTube and stuff or whatever, look, I'm not successful, I'm just saying, right? But the one thing I can only do is just be myself. That's all I can do. Right? You just be yourself. And people will be attracted to that, right? When they find you. If you're fake and everything about you is fake and stuff, that's why I don't do quick cuts. You guys notice that? When you see me do stuff in a video, I'm not quick cutting. I have it all planned out. Like, I click on different things on my screen to swap between transitions so you guys can see stuff, right? I'm not editing the video, you know, and whatever. But that's old school YouTube. That's old school for me, right? So, let's see what else we get. Aren't female guests less likely because the IP owners don't want their female characters shown being eviscerated and such? That's not a bad point, but I remember back in the... Okay, right. Here we go. Back in the day... Back in the day... Need for Speed. Love racing games, man. I love racing games. Right? Love it. But... I think it was from... It was one of... I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 3. Or sorry, Need for Speed 3 and then Need for Speed High Stakes. They had Ferraris in the game. Right? But you couldn't use Ferrari if you were in Hot Pursuit mode. So if you chose it, like if you're in Hot Pursuit mode running from the cops, Ferrari made it so that, okay, you can have our cars, but you can't have our cars being chased by cops. We don't want to be represented like that. All right? So, and that was around for a bit. I did that for a bit. You know, Ferrari had this weird, you know, thing. Like how many people are going to be running from the cops in an effing Ferrari? Who owns a Ferrari? You know what I mean? Like, maybe they think they got a Ferrari, but they got a Fiat. You know, or a Datsun. Not a Ferrari. You know. Lapatan says Baraka will be a tragic hero wanting to save his people. Yeah. I actually really like that storyline of Baraka. I really do. I really do. Have you played it, dude? Have you played it, Lapatan? Did you go to the did you go to Evo and stuff? MK1 could be fun. I'm sure MK1 will be fun. It's getting through that for me anyway. The gameplay stuff, right? Seeing as how they mentioned Jade as Duchess in this timeline, what would you think she turns out to be? General Shao's wife, Duke? It's also General per definition. I don't know. So, here's a wish for the MK1 storyline, right? And I think we're starting to get a semblance of that. We've got brothers against each other, eventually. We're going to have sisters against each other, eventually. But it's the nuance in between. It's the foreplay, right? You don't just have sex straight away. You gotta... You know what I mean? You gotta make everything malleable. You gotta, you know, do all the stuff, right? That's what I'm saying about, you know, all I'll read that in a sec. That's what I'm saying about the story. This is what I love. I love a really multi-layered, political styled, you know, tragic ends for a lot of characters, or you know, to where they end up being. In a way, so you got Melina, who's on the throne, who's slightly older, so she's running Outworld, but she's going cuckoo because of the Tarkat virus, right? Her mother, you know, who we know has banished their cousins. I mean, the cousins could be crackheads, right? Well, for all we know, okay? She may know something that Katana doesn't, you know? Katana's only probably, what, 5,000 years old at this point. She's only young. Right? Stay in your lane, woman. So, what I'd love to see is almost like the we don't want to do this, but we have to. We have to. Just like how Obi-Wan had to fight Anakin. He had to. He didn't want to. It was tragic. It was heartbreaking. We need that in Mortal Kombat. Right? Obviously, General Shao is the leader of the army. Right? Along with Reiko. They're obviously part of the Outworld army, which would be loyal, and then they see Melina falling apart and the realm falling into disarray, and so then he acts upon it. Now, it could be that Shang Tsung is influencing him, like some theorize, but maybe it's not a bad thing, right? Maybe Shang Tsung does see the potential because of the other timeline that Shao can actually step up and save the realm, right? But the whole thing could be a red herring. The whole thing could be a red herring because Liu Kang, that little manipulative bastard, right? He is pushing and having all these pieces in place because the revenant side of him, the evil side that he merged with, is actually the dominant Liu in the Kang. Right? So then from there, all of it, like chess pieces, like when you play chess, what's the goal of chess? You've got to see how you win, 10 steps ahead. Right? You place all these things down. So then what happens is, right? His end goal, the Revenant side, could be trying to unlock or get in contact with or harness the Dragon King. And he needs all of these things. Shang Tsung actually becomes the one that's like, hang on, whoa. And he can see what's going to happen. Shang Tsung could be the tragic hero. The story sounds too good for NRS to write. Yeah, they'll just come out and go, everyone's gay in a twink. That's what they'll do, man. But I do have hope. Some of these are scrapped storylines from Tobias. I really do wonder how much influence there is. You know. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be exciting. Because then, you know what? Then you get to see these characters. You know, like, it's true. Nobody, and I say this as a Christian, nobody is born evil. We become evil. Right? Or become bad, or do bad things. Right? We are literally a fresh slate. Right? So it'd be very cool to see, you know, how this works. What was that funny comment that made me giggle? Where was it? Travis says, I hope Jade is in it, and that they didn't replace her with crackhead lesbian Sonya. Yeah. What if Disney characters were in Mortal Kombat? Oh my god. Now, I did read this rumor. No, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. I haven't done a video on it yet, but apparently somebody was saying that Sonya, she's still military, but she's a biologist. Yeah, Shang Tsung may be the protagonist to become the antagonist. Yeah. It could be like, you know, like one of those things that's like, we have to do it. We don't want to do it, but we have to do it. Right? And they have to go ahead and do this to save the realm. Gloria Las Plagas! But then all the stan accounts on Twitter would be like, yeah, but who cares about all of that? Who is having sex with who? That's the real question. Because I can't sleep or take my medication unless I know who's sleeping with who. That's sad, man. Mortal Kombat got me into Mortal Kombat, apart from ninjas, was the cool story. This very serious story around a martial art tournament, and being a Bloodsport fanboy that I am, that was like, wow, that's cool. You know? Anyway, what else we got? Yeah, this is what I was going to do a video about. Setron to Liu Kang. You have Anaga's fire. Liu replies that he is not related to the Dragon King. Didn't I talk about this stuff before I found this? Alright. I believe that this will play out eventually. Liu is Onaga's son, and that's how Onaga is able to alter Liu's timeline. Did I not talk about this stuff? They have a bond nobody expected, only Cetra knew. Yeah. Do you guys think the boss could be Garrus? I hope not. I really, really hope not. Oh my god. That's true. Who do you think the final slot will be? Look, they're going to expand the roster anyway. So what we see right now with the 24 slots is going to get bigger regardless, right? So arguing about the final slot doesn't matter because in like literally a month or so, or whenever it is, we're going to start beginning the DLC pack, stuff anyway, right? If it's a creator character, I will be happy. Why? A, because it was fantastic in Armageddon. They should have brought it back a long time ago, right? B, it hopefully means that just kind of like how with Street Fighters like World Tour Mode and like Soul Calibur 6 and other games that have done it, you don't completely modify the main characters, right? I never liked purple Scorpions and pink Sub-Zeros. It was stupid, right? Maybe 3 people on Twitter like that crap, but I don't. I'd much rather have costumes that relate to the character. I don't care about different gear pieces, okay? So, I'd much rather prefer having a creator character that all of that customization gets dumped into. Leave it on that mother, right? Leave it over there. Don't put it on the other characters. Leave it on creator character. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. I'd be on board with that. Your creator character that you take through invasion mode is a character you can also use to fight. That'd be awesome. I'd be on board with that. Right? Then they can spend all their time just making different costumes that relate to the characters. That's cool. Like, I don't think anyone overly gives a shit whether or not they can have a pink Sub-Zero. Right? Sing and Sang, well, that'll be cool too. As one character. It'll be like, how like had the Noob Cybot? Like the Noob Smoke one in MK Deception, it was like the split character avatar. Yeah, MK11's customization, that was ridiculous, man. Just stupid. Just so much crap, right? And then you had to choose your special moves? I'm not playing World of Warcraft, right? Just give me my shit. Apparently Hanzo is in the new universe, according to Boon. I think they'll kill off the Kuai Liang version of Scorpion in this game, then use Hanzo in the next game as the new Scorpion onwards. Or Kuai Liang changes his name to Hanzo Hasashi when they flee wherever. Right? Hey, that's it! Hey! What are you chewing on that for? I'm not talking to myself. My cat's trying to chew on my charger. What are you doing? Clown? Let's have a look. How did you guys feel about MKX3 variations being an MK1? Well, I'm glad they're not. Variations was crap. What I would like to see variations on is the fatal blow mechanic. Yeah, I got 2 pussies. The other one's asleep over there in my son's chair. Hopefully I can get to do a double Bat and Tonfa fighter. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I love Tonfa as a weapon. It's so much fun. Fernie. I wish I was, man. I ain't ticking no boxes. Yeah, this meme is going to be, unfortunately, very common. Variations for stances will be nice. The only variation I cast, yeah, like, I wouldn't mind, like, you know how they switch feet? They've got a wasted button there, man. Right? Just... just make it, like, you know, like some other movement to change from, like, your back-facing to forward-facing, right? And then use that to literally change your stance from this to whatever. I'm very excited to try I got another video today. I reckon Havoc and Serena will be a great team, but I also think Scorpion and Serena will be a great team as well. So, see, the problem with this system, again, it's another sort of like issue, right? Is that you have people who probably want a main character as a cameo, and they're not a cameo yet. So even though we mostly talk about it in reverse, with like, oh, cameos suck, why can't they be main? It's like, but you might also want to have a main character that isn't a cameo. It's just so weird. Make it a universal parry that stuns. Oh, dude, I'd be so on board for that, clandestine. Dude, 100%. One bar a meter, right? Oh, everyone was losing their minds. I said it should be 1 bar for, like, combo breaking. You know why they lost their minds? Because combos, right? Because heaven help, somebody actually breaks their monotonous shit. Right? Having a parry move, so they punch and you kind of like, you grab them and do a counter. Oh, yeah, man. Uh-huh. Having a lot of defensive moves messes with people too, because you mess them up. Right? Holy shit, dude. Lapitan Machine has donated $6.99. Is that Canadian? I'm assuming that's Canadian. Holy shit, man. Thank you. Well, he says, what if it was actually smoke that killed the Grandmaster? The Lin Kuei killed his family, so that's good motivation. Then he frames Bihan. That'd be a twist, man. Nobody, listen, man, nobody would pick that. Nobody would pick that, because everyone looks at Smoke like he's the good guy. He's the outcast, right? Well, thank you, brother, for that. That means the world, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. See, I knew moisturizing and shaving my head paid off today. Right? Let's what else we got? One question about upcoming beta. Will it be possible to play local 1v1? Hyped and would like to play with my brother. The only way we're going to be able to play 1v1 is by not using the cameo. The only time the cameo will appear for your character is if you don't call it in. But then you have to call it in at least for one thing, and that's breaking combos. Your head looks shiny. Yeah, like a freshly shaved, man. Right, and then moisturized. So, your reaction if the collector's the unknown final character? Look, I didn't like the collector's moves, but I liked him as a character. We kind of got another monster character. Like, you know, we've had Baraka as the main sort of like monster style character for so long. I don't care about Devorah. She's a piece of shit. I don't care about her at all. Right? Don't even bring her up, bug bitch. Right? But I do like, look how jacked, just look how jacked Shijinko is. Look how jacked he is. He's like, he's like, do you even lift, bro? He goes, yeah, I lift the Dragon King. MK1 timeline plans on introducing a new story, yet it does feel strange they plan on adding all the characters in this. What does that leave the sequel with? Mostly new characters. Well, I kind of wonder that this will probably be the last Mortal Kombat game for quite a while. I think they're going to go all out, and they're going to let it sit there and percolate for a really long time. Right? Because I think they wanted to do Injustice. I think we're seeing, even now, I think we're seeing Injustice crap. I reckon that the Combat Pack 1 with Homelander, Homelander, Peacemaker, and Omni-Man, I reckon that was supposed to be for Injustice. 100%. And they changed their mind at last minute, and they said, well, we'll just put them in Mortal Kombat. Almost guaranteed. They do not fit at all. Like, they just look ridiculous. But they would have fit more in a superhero game. Because they're superheroes. You know what? I wonder if there'll be a mod that can remove them from my character select screen. So, I can see my future in your head 3, Mr. Cool. Wait a sec. Are you saying it's a crystal ball? See, I don't care for the Injustice games. I just don't care. Right? Like, I'll cover it, sort of. But you won't see me sitting there complaining about this or that, apart from probably just saying, look, it looks like the same shit as before. Yeah, I didn't like the collector's move, but it was cool having a monster character back. That kind of fit like MK. Yeah. I actually liked it as an MK character. On which day of Gamescom do you think the trailer will be shown? Personally praying for 20 seconds, since that means we get the trailer almost as soon as the beta ends. Realistically speaking, though, the final day is probably the most likely date, since beta would have just ended on the 21st. We need to know when the trailer will be available, or Gamescom. When is Gamescom? Oh, in a week. Okay. No, they got to get that shit out front. Drop the trailer at the beginning of Gamescom. Can people go to Gamescom, or is it just like an online thing now? If you can go to Gamescom, drop the trailer, and then people can go, oh, that's exciting. I'll go play some Mortal Kombat on the floor. Hopefully they've learnt their damn lesson. God. It's a day ago. Might be. Alright, so check this out, right? This was a leak 2 years ago. Happy New Year, Mortal Kombat leaks. I bring you a riddle for things in MK12. Solve it all and I will leak more. Good luck. Right? Now, when you go through this, like, because it explains things, right? So, you got the first one, which is Damashi influencing Shijinko, which could be an indicator of the Dragon King, because that's who it was. Number 2 is like an Avengers Endgame style event. That'll either be at the start of the game, right? Which I guess kind of makes sense. Or it'll be the end of the game. Perhaps. You know. Yeah, Starfire was attractive, yeah. Now, the other couple of things. Number 5 is the brothers. So, Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Combat codes apparently are rumored to come back, even though we haven't heard anything. Number 8 is the Takat virus, so the plague. Number 9 is apparently reference to the invasion mode that we've seen. So the only ones I'm not sure on is 3, 4, and 6. I'm just trying to see what they say and who says anything in here about that. What's the kid supposed to represent? If you're referring to 6, it's the main character from the game Cameo. Oh, okay, alright. So number 6 is Cameo. So nobody thought it was Cameo. Cameo was, whatever, right? So what that leaves? 3 and 4. What's 3 and 4? Very vague though. Excellent, like it's an excellent rumor, like excellent like puzzle leak. Can anyone tell us what each of these are meant to represent? Okay, here we go. Okay, so number 1, Damashi guides. I've covered this before anyway. We'll go through it again. Number 2, the convergence of all the timelines at the end of the game, culminating in the Titans fighting. Is that the end of MK11 or the end of MK1? Right. Number 3, here we go. Havoc. Okay. The lead singer of the band is Davey Havoc. No surprise he's returning. He starts the game as a different MK character, however, only becoming Havoc late in the story. Number 4. Oh, okay. Number 4 is General Shao. Okay. Alright, there we go. I get it now. 5 is Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Cameos, combat codes, target plague, and map mode. Yeah. So that's, yeah. So that's the, yeah. So there's definitely, confirmed reveal for 23rd to 27th. Nintendo Live 1st and 4th of September. Unconfirmed reveal, potential Switch gameplay. It's Serena. You do anything, right? Goth chicks are the best chicks. Anyway, yeah, we need to see some Nintendo gameplay. Now, I don't have a Switch, but I used to. But I think for the people out there that have a Nintendo Switch and they're expecting people to buy, this is the thing that pisses me off about the whole beta thing, right? Why couldn't they have had a beta for the Switch and a beta for the PC version? I don't give a crap about whether or not people data mine stuff. We're already getting a ton of information regardless. So who cares? Okay? These people are expecting us to pay $100 or whatever for a game that we can't even beta test, yet over on consoles, they can do it. And on Switch, which is a console, even though it's handheld as well, they deserve to find out whether or not the game runs fine and what their connectivity is like. So, here's another one. I could be wrong, but why did Liu bring back Shang Tsung and made him a Titan? Does it mean both MK11 endings are canon and they merge? So this is the interesting thing, right? There's obviously 2 universes here. So, or 2 timelines, right? So I'm curious about, like, I don't think it's the fact that, like, Liu Kang, like, there's obviously no Shang Tsung in the new era, right? But he obviously, like, that's the interesting thing. Both timelines are legit. I wonder if, like, both characters, like, touch the what do you call it? The hourglass at the same time, and they both, like, Shang Tsung forces Liu Kang to not destroy the original timeline, but then Liu Kang is also powerful enough to create a new timeline. I don't know. That's going to be really interesting. I'm really curious to see how they explain that. NRS has a poor marketing team. What marketing team? Travis says Dynasty been putting out good shit. Dynasty in fact, thanks brother. Yeah, like I said, I've got no problem with these people. It's just that unfortunately though, the younger folk are very, very shilly. And they know they can be. Like that's the thing, right? So when I left a comment on one of Dynasty's video, right, he's like, oh, I call out their bad marketing. It's like, dude, really? That's the only thing you can see is their bad marketing? Really? That's all? Come on, man. And look, I understand people got to make that cheddar, right? You know, they're going to do stuff. I'm just saying, like, people cotton on pretty fast to people that are fake and people that are just, like, you know, greasing the wheels. I will never get an interview with Ed Boon because they'd never allow it. Or they'd have to screen my questions. Because I would be asking the hard questions. Why is this changed? What is this? What's going on? Why why are Tobias's scrap storylines coming back? Did he give permission? I'd be asking these questions. Right? Not like, oh, you know, let's talk about somebody's outfit. Who gives a shit? Oh, I'll ask them questions like, why are the women covered up but wearing high heels in a fictional fighting game where apparently you want to talk about realism? Yeah, how many people fight in high heels, man? Right? Boone got mad at people complaining about NRS making bad game choices. Is that true? Yeah, but let's you know what? I've decided let's just call them the Kombat kids because that's what they are, right? They're kids. They react. They think it's world ending when stuff happens. They can't take it. They can't take a joke. They can't take criticism. It's like Caboose, right? Like again, nothing wrong with the guy. You know, it's just. Like, I don't know why you get offended saying you're a fake fan. Like, who cares? Like, you know you're not, right? He leaves the internet for all of, like, 3 minutes. And then he's, like, literally back doing videos and stuff again. It's like, wow, man, I thought this was traumatic. Can't be that traumatic. Right? The only problem when I chew when I'm bald is that you can see it. See my head? Right? It dips in because there's no hair to cover it. What a terrible design. I might have to have a word with God about that. Wave Report mentioned that John Tobias is actually involved in MK1 project. Not sure how true it is, but I trust him. Well, I'd like to see evidence. I talk a lot about John. Some of you guys told me that these storylines showing up in MK1 are his scrapped ones. So I looked into it and it's true. Now, this is the problem. Wave Report may very well be true. But I want to see the evidence on the screen. Right? He was with Boone at Evo or wherever it was, I think. I got a picture of it. So you could very well be. But, you know, I'd still prefer to see you know, I still want to see the proof. I'm not saying that he's lying, but the problem is though, you make stuff, looks clickbaity, you get in there and he goes, my source tells me. It's like, okay dude, what sauce? Chili sauce? Tomato sauce? Barbecue sauce? Pussy sauce? Like, what's the sauce, bro? You could show the text even and blur out the name just so people can see. Otherwise, people are going to go, you know, it's just one extra step. And it adds validity, right? Well, he's got a Sharpie and draw a squiggle on your head to look like Charlie Brown. Yeah, man, I know. Do you think I should... Do you think I should make shirts one day? I'm just asking. Because somebody the other day, I think Outworld Dragoon said you should make a it's Monk Day All Day shirt. And I know a lot of people sell merch and shit, but I don't even know where to begin. And I live in Australia, right? So how would that work? I don't know. You know what the first shirt would be, though? All right. That's the first shirt. Anyway. Are there any MK2 movie leaks? No one gives a shit about that crap. Wasn't Deathstroke rumored to be part of Kombat Pack 2? Bald at Games. Wow, that's old, man. That's old. So there's we've seen this in like in the Ashra gameplay. You got Sindel up here with King Jared. You gotta make King Jared playable, man, dude. Just Crusader armor and shit, you know. Give us Blade over Deathstroke, 100%. Dude, if you got Natara, then one of the only guest characters that would make sense would be Blade. And not that stupid new looking Blade character. I want Snipes back. There's always some motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill back. That's who I want. Holy shit. Holy shit, Mr. Shadow CX just... Mate. Mr. Shadow X CX, thank you so much, brother. Thank you for the $20, man. He says, make shirts. Holy shit. You know you're paying me to be bald, right? Nah, leave Blade to Capcom. Is King Jerry going to be Havoc? I hope not. Love your lives, man. You keep it real. Oh, well, I try, man. I'm too old now not to, man. I'm too old now not to. Do you guys think Nudeside Bot will be MK1? Yeah, he'll be back. I have a feeling for the first time for a long time we're going to get all the ninjas. We're going to get all the ninjas back. Which will be great. Except for Tanya. Twist King Jared is Shao Kahn because there is no real Edenia. Well, I gotta do another video, but I got a whole bunch of like thumbnails on my desktop for like one of them is like there is no Edenia. There isn't. There has been not a single mention of Edenia at all. It's all been Outworld. You know what? I'm all for that. Right? You can blame all the stress of the changes MK1, your hair fell out, yeah, I know. And now I'm going white. See? I skipped grey. I'm going straight to white. I wish I'd hurry the hell up. Right? I wouldn't mind having a, like you know, because I like white, right? So I wouldn't mind this all being white. I reckon it'd be awesome. So it's going that way. I'm going to end up with like pure white, man. Right? Do you get white pubes? I hope not. Oh, I hope not, man. Oh, that hug smoke. What? I don't care about guest characters. Yeah, I said that too. There just seems to be this massive focus on Garrus. Right? Dairu becomes Havoc. I hope not. I really hope not, man. I really hope not. I want Dairu back. He's the only samurai-looking character out. Well, sorry. Okay, I'll take that back. We don't have any. Okay, we don't have any. What do you call it? We don't have any samurai characters in the game right now. That's why I hated when they were trying to turn the ninjas into samurai with all the armor and stuff. It's like, no, they're ninjas. Okay? They're ninjas. They're not supposed to walk around with clanky armor. They're supposed to be stealthy. So we got Hotaru and Dairu. I don't want them becoming other characters. I want them back as their characters. Right? That's what I'd like. Reimagine Dairu and Hotaru. Imagine that, dude. Holy cow. That'd be insane. And then King Jared in Crusader gear. Dairu had the annoying ground smash, yeah. Remember Cabal? He's on screen. Remember Cabal's move? Nomad Touch? He does like this grab, like this telekinetic grab move. And he pulls you in. And he just like headbutt. I'd love to see reimagined versions of those dudes. That'd be awesome. What the hell's this crap? What's this? Obviously, Dairu is a monk. Yeah. Yeah, Cyborg. Yeah, I don't want. I don't. You can have Sector and Cyrax in there, but you know, leave the rest alone. Like to see an all-new Ninja. I want to see. What can we have? What colors we got left? I know they would talk about pink, but it's too close to purple. I think they've kind of covered all the colors. I think. Oh, you seen this rumor, right? That Megan Fox is apparently or some rumored skin for Natara. Mr. Cool says The Hunter was a bad ninja movie. Oh, I think we're gonna have to go toe to toe, man. I think we're gonna have to go toe to toe. I love The Hunted. It's got ninjas, it's got boobies, it's got, you know, kick-ass fight. I loved it. I thought it was good. And it's got Raid in it. It's got Christopher Lambert in it. A white ninja. Oh, yep, yeah, okay, yeah. We don't have a white ninja. Yep. Yep. Okay. Why Megan Fox? I don't know, but she could pull off the vampiric look. So. Alright guys, I'm going to have to be rude. I have to leave. I don't trust NRS to do a face model justice. Yeah, but she's a big actress. Right, they won't want to mess that up. If they did that, right? Yeah, I've seen that Sonic Boom. Yeah. You didn't like the bullet train bit? You know the bullet train part actually was really shocking. Like, and it still shocks me to this day. Because they literally just like trap them in there and they just start killing people. And I'm like, oh my god, like that was, at least for back then, man, like that was really shocking. You know? She's not ESG friendly. No, she's not. But Sonic Boom's right, yeah, she puts her boys in girls' clothes. God, Hollyweird's weird, isn't it? So, well, thank you everyone for showing up. I really appreciate it, and for those that have funded future Razer purchases. Yeah, no, it was awesome. As always, you guys are the best. Love hanging out, so much fun. So, but all right, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.